This is the story of the Littlest Dinosaur's big adventure. Let's see what happens. The littlest dinosaur sat by a river and dangled his toes amongst the water lilies. Suddenly, a frog landed on a lily pad between the littlest dinosaur's feet. Flip, flop, flip, flop. The frog hopped to another lily pad and looked back at the little dinosaur. Then he hopped to the next lily pad and then to the next and looked back at him again. Carefully, the littlest dinosaur stepped on to the nearest lily pad. It wiggled and it wobbled, but it did not sink. Then he stepped carefully onto the next. When the frog saw that the littlest dinosaur was following him, he did a double black flip and clapped his hands. Can you do that? That's quite a good trick to do, isn't it? I think that's a special frog skill. The littlest dinosaur was suddenly surrounded by frogs, somersaulting, hipping, hopping and diving among the lilies. "This is fun," cried the littlest dinosaur. "At last I have some friends my own size." He followed the frogs, lily pad by lily pad, across the river. He is being very careful. When he reached the opposite river bank even, there were wild flowers that stretched as far as the eye can see. Here, there were no big, clumsy dinosaurs to trample them, only bees buzzing and butterflies flitting from flower to flower. A butterfly landed on the littlest dinosaur's nose and opened its wings. "How beautiful you are," whispered the littlest dinosaur, and he walked on, surrounded by a cloud of brilliant butterflies. "It's such fun being small," he thought to himself. He followed the butterflies as they flitted from one sunny spot to the next. But soon there was no more sunlight. The butterflies were gone. There was nothing but dark forest. "Oh dear," thought the littlest dinosaur. "It's not fun being small in the dark. But I have the heart of a dinosaur. I must be brave. If I walk back the way I came, I will find my way out of here." I think that's a good plan. But which way had he come from? He had run this way and that because he was following butterflies, and he had lost all sense of direction. The littlest dinosaur looked around. All the trees looked the same, dark and spooky. The littlest dinosaur was frightened. Birds and bats flew squawking in the sky, and eyes watched him from behind trees. The littlest dinosaur ran. He tripped and slipped and stumbled through the dark forest until he was so tired he could run no further. He crawled under the roots of a great tree and was just reminding himself that with the heart of a dinosaur he shouldn't cry, when he heard sobbing nearby. Looking around the back of the tree, the littlest dinosaur saw the oddest little creature he had ever seen. "I am lost," cried the little creature. "Don't cry," the littlest dinosaur replied. We'll be all right, you'll see. He put his arm around the little creature, and together they walked through the forest until the trees thinned and they could see the sky. Suddenly, it got very dark again, and a big, terrifying shape swooped across the sky. Who do you think it is? "Mummy!" cried the little creature. "Mummy!" The little creature's mummy landed with a crash and folded her great wings around her baby. Then she looked at the littlest dinosaur. His knees trembled and his heart thumped. "Come," said the huge mummy. "Let's get you home." With her baby and the littlest dinosaur clinging to her neck, she beat her great wings and soared up over the forest. The littlest dinosaur pointed to the far river. Soon they were circling over the amazed faces of the littlest dinosaur's family, who were all very happy to see him. That night, snug in his bed, the littlest dinosaur dreamed of his big adventure and his new friends, big and small. It had been a very exciting